Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What's going on, everybody? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the 9th film by Quentin Tarantino, and he swore he's only going to do one more, so let's hope it's a big one. But this one is okay. I'm a big fan of Kill Bill. I'm a big fan of the second one too. I prefer the first one. And I like Inglourious Basterds. I like Django Unchained. I like a lot of his films. They're all very great. So my ass was in the seat when I saw Quentin Tarantino's name attached to this. And then I was even more committed to seeing it when I saw Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt in the same movie. That's awesome. And they were awesome in this movie. But what's this movie even about? It's hard to say. But there's a lot of shit going on. It's about the Sharon Tate murders. It's got the Manson thing going on. But it's mainly about Brad Pitt's character Cliff Booth and his buddy Leonardo DiCaprio playing Rick Dalton. And Rick Dalton is an actor. He's hitting a midlife crisis. He thinks he's a has-been, so he's trying to get those lead roles again instead of playing bad guys and only doing pilot episodes.
Line. Cut! Embarrass yourself like that in front of all those goddamn people.
And Cliff Booth, he's a stunt double. He's also the best friend of Rick Dalton. And he just is best buds with him. And he lives in a trailer. He doesn't have the luxurious life that Rick Dalton has. And I like that this movie shows like both sides of the coin. You got the rich actor, and it kind of like shows you how like stunt doubles don't get appreciated as much. And they do a lot of the heavy lifting and the hard work. They get their asses kicked. They break bones. And meanwhile, you got the actors who are sometimes pansies. I like how they kind of allude to how spoiled actors can be. You got a scene where Leonardo DiCaprio is like messing with a flamethrower, and he's like, "Oh, this is a little too hot. Can we turn down the heat?" So I like that they kind of like show you like how spoiled actors can be, and they show you both lifestyles. And I really enjoyed Cliff Booth's character the most in this film. I like his story. I like his back and forth with his dog. He has a dog that he talks to, and I just love his chemistry with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's mainly positives. I only have one negative with this movie, and that's the overabundance of feet shots in this movie. We get it, Tarantino, you like feet, and he fully embraces it in this movie especially. This has the most feet shots in any Tarantino film ever. So it does get annoying after a while. Seriously, it's probably 10 different scenes where like feet are just constantly being thrown at the window, or Sharon Tate's at the theater and she's propping her feet up. What a bitch move. Don't ever do that. Alright, it's a dick move. Don't put your feet up at the theater. I will kick your ass. But yeah, it's mainly about, the movie's about those two characters and their midlife crisis and what they're going through. Cliff Booth's having a hard time finding stunt work, and his buddy, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's trying to find him work. Meanwhile, there's this Manson thing going on, and Sharon Tate is the neighbor of Rick Dalton, and she's dating Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski's in this movie. Surprisingly enough, Manson's not in this movie a whole lot. You see him in one scene, and one scene only, and it's in the trailer, and then he's gone. I would have liked to see a lot more of that, and maybe explore that, maybe see a Tarantino version of that, but we don't, unfortunately, but that's okay. This movie's 2 hours and 40 minutes, but it feels like it's only 2 hours long. The dialogue, once again, by Tarantino is great. It doesn't feel boring or slow. It feels like a pretty even pace throughout. And then you get to the third act, and the third act is where all the over-the-top violence that Tarantino likes to do in his movies, like Hateful Eight, when that guy's head, when he shoots him, all the craziness that Tarantino does when it comes to violence, it's in here in that third act, and it's a great payoff. It's awesome. It's brutal. Brad Pitt kicks ass. Even when he's on acid, he is fucking you up. And I love that his character just doesn't give a shit, like, ever. Like, he's so badass, he's so confident. He doesn't even care that he lives in a trailer and he has a piss poor like home environment and just is living very dirt poor, and he doesn't care. It never seems to like bug him. I also like that this movie kind of like tricks you and makes you think that you know what's about to happen or what's around the corner or what a little twist might be, but it's not. It's not trying to be so smart. And you can't get ahead of it. You don't know what the hell's going to happen. I like that this movie's unpredictable. This isn't like a true story being retold beat for beat like the Manson family. They flip it completely. It's a Tarantino fictionalized movie based on true events. Just like Inglourious Basterds, completely fictional, but it's still based on, some true events, but he completely ramps it up and makes it his own style, his own version of the story. And this is a kick-ass ending. I like it. This movie is so 1969, and it feels large scale. There's tons of 60s cars, 60s clothing. It feels like it's 1969. Even just the atmosphere, the cars, the hair, it's all perfect. I also like some of the song choices in this movie. They're all 60s songs, but I think Tarantino, he always does a great job with picking out songs. There's even some great comedy. Just people were laughing throughout this movie. There's tons of great humor in it, and I just had a blast with this movie. So when it comes to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, definitely go out and buy it. But anyways, those are my thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Have you seen this movie? What's your favorite Tarantino film? Let me know in the comments below. Hit this like button over here to show your support for this channel. You can follow me on my social media links. I got them in the description box below. And you can check out some of my other videos and stay up to date on my content just by becoming a subscriber. And you can do so just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds. And until next time, I will feed you soon.